So, today we're going to be talking about how to deal with having too many options. There is a general idea that when you have too many options, there is a struggle. You have to choose. But how to deal with having too many options is important to know, to have an understanding of. You see, having multiple options is good because it's a sign of you being abundant. Whether it's an abundance with potential relationship partners, career pathways, cars, houses, or anything else, it can also be negative if one is not wary. Now, more specifically, lacking awareness. How aware you are. Now, having too many options can delay your action or your actions that you have to take on certain kind of situations, in certain kind of situations. And now, why it can be delayed is because it requires for you to make a decision. Now, in the moment. Not in a few minutes, not in a few seconds. Right now, in the present. Now, for majority of times, it's fun to have many options, to be abundant. It is always very fun when you have something to pick between, isn't it? But at times it can be very hard to make a decision because there is consequences with every kind of decision. Now, one thing to understand is with every kind of decision, there is always a duality, an upside and a downside. Everything. And because a decision isn't always easy to make, people tend to stagnate. Right? They become stuck. So people tend to stay stuck. So people tend to stay stuck on making a decision because they're trying to avoid regret. Whenever we make a conscious decision, we don't want to regret anything. Regret is the worst feeling ever. I don't want to feel it. You don't want to feel it. But it's an eventuality that we are going to feel it multiple times in our lives based on our decisions that we make. But the general idea is we stay stuck on making a decision because we're trying to avoid regret. That feeling, right, that you get when you've made a decision, a critical one, and you ask yourself, why did I make that decision? I could have done better. Nobody likes to feel the feeling of regret. So, in general, it begins with indecision, right? Your inability to act. And it leads to inaction. And what happens next? It kills your momentum if action is not taken. Doesn't it? How are you supposed to move forward if you don't take any action? So, this inability to take action can also lead to regret. Sometimes. That is not always the case. You can make decisions and then you can be happy with them. But at times, you might regret it. That decision that you had to make. But the ability to choose, make a choice, doesn't mean forever. Isn't it? Time is limited. Whatever time we're given, there is a beginning and an end. So, it doesn't mean forever, it means for now. The present. Your actions. And yours only. So essentially, the reality is that far too often too many options don't give freedom. Instead, it can delay action and drain your energy. You see, every single day you get a certain amount of energy after you've slept, eaten, recovered from the previous day. You can almost think of it like a battery. And every single decision you decide to make that you actively have to think about before you act. Drains your energy. Your energy. So essentially, action simplifies life. Waiting sometimes complicates it. Unnecessarily. So, to end the topic, in order for you to move forward from the obstacle of having too many options, make the choice based on a long-term benefit. Now, at times that can be quite difficult to make a decision now, today, in the present, with a thought of something better in the future, something that you want in the future. Long term. Most of the times we make a long-term decision. We make a decision with a long-term perspective. We often don't tend to regret it. Majority of the times we regret it when we make a decision for short-term pleasure. So essentially, make the choice based on long-term benefit, not a short-term desire. So ask yourself, will this decision move me forward? Out of all the options I have, will it move me forward towards the destination I desire to reach? That I desire to reach. That is a question that you have to ask yourself. That is all.